Yixing pots, also called purple sand pots, zisha. It is a classical way to drink the tea. After hundreds of years of trying out different kinds of teaware, we found out that Yixing pots is the best way to make your tea. The clay is naturally colored and level glazed. The high content of iron can make your tea's flavor richer. You can store the tea overnight with those special pots. The flavor will still be good. In China, when we use the Yixing pot, we would like to have those tools. Tea tray for holding teaware and collecting water with a drawer underneath. Tea pitcher for you pouring out the tea to make it taste even. Tea strainer for put top of tea pitcher, separate the tea dust from your tea. Tea plate for display the dry tea leaves. Small drink cup to appreciate different flavor from each infusing with your friend. Teaspoon for pick the tea and help pour the tea into the pot. Tea towel for wiping up extra tea water. Tea kettle for boiling water. If you only have a Yixing pot, don't worry about it. You can find a plate to in place a tea tray for catch the water when you pour the water on the outside. You don't need to use much water, otherwise your pot going to swimming on the plate. Keep the bowl handy for pouring out extra water. In fact, use Yixing pot to make a tea can be very simple. It isn't necessary pour the water on the outside. You can go straight, directly pour the water into your pot. When the tea is ready, you go straight, pour into your regular cup. Now I'm going to show you how to use Yixing pot to make your tea. Yixing pots can be used to brew any kinds of tea. Just pay attention to the water's temperature. Usually, oolong, pu'er, and black tea require boiling water. White, green, and yellow tea require around 190 degrees Fahrenheit or 90 degrees Celsius. Use about 4 to 5 grams of tea per serving. Each tea has a different size, so follow our tea's brewing guides if you don't have a scale at home. Fill your pot up about 1/3 with hot water to warm up your pot. Rotate gently about 5 times before you drain out all the water. Pour your tea leaves into the pot. Shaking your tea leaves a few times, this allows you to enjoy the dry tea leaves. Smell dry tea leaves. Pour a small stream of water around the outside edge of your pot. Then move the water, go inside, make a stream bigger and circle until full up. Use the lid, sweep the bubble out and cover it. Pour small stream on the top of the lid again to make sure the pot is very hot, especially when you make oolong, black, or pu'er. But for more delicate tea like white, yellow, or green, isn't necessary. Now you can relax and wait for your tea to brew. All of our tea can be reused multiple times, and each infusing time is different. It very much depends on how strong you like your tea. In general, the first few infusing are short, around 1 to 3 minutes. But after the first infuse, you may well need to brew longer to get the remaining flavor out, more than 5 minutes or more. When you are ready to serve your tea, pour the tea very close to your pitcher or cup. To keep the aroma with your tea. Yixing pots have a filter inside of the spout and don't require strainer, but if you want to have very clean tasting tea, you can use one to separate tea dust. In China, we usually will fill our drink cups 2/3 up with a tea. Now it's a time for you to sip your tea. After you finish the tea, if you want to have more, just repeat the steps. Remember to adjust your infusing time according to your taste.